News and transfers live Brentford fallout, slot criticism. Jones injury. Liverpool's crisis deepens as Arne Slot faces pressure after 3-2 defeat to Brentford. Tactical concerns. Dressing room questions. In the fight to revive a fading title defence, Liverpool's recent Premier League struggles continued on a cold night in West London. As the Reds fell 3-2 to Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium, their fourth league defeat in a row, the loss has intensified scrutiny on manager Arne Slot, whose tactical decisions and summer signings are now under the microscope after what many fans and pundits are calling a worrying collapse in form. The Reds had arrived in London hoping to build on their impressive Champions League victory over Eintracht Frankfurt, but instead, their European momentum evaporated under Brentford's relentless pressing. Early goals from Dango Ouattara and Kevin Shade stunned Liverpool, putting them 2 behind within the first half hour. Just before the break, Milos Kerkez provided a glimmer of hope by pulling one back. But the defensive frailties and midfield imbalance remained visible for all to see. In the second half, Brentford reasserted their dominance. An Igor Thiago penalty restored their 2-goal cushion. And although Mohamed Salah struck late with a beautiful effort to make it 3-2, the comeback fell short. The result leaves Liverpool reeling, with the club's title defense now teetering on the edge. Slot's tactical gamble under fire. Much of the post-match debate centered around Arne Slot's recent tactical experiments and the integration of new signing. Florian Wirtz, the German playmaker, joined Liverpool from Bayer Leverkusen in a blockbuster summer deal worth over £100 million. With the Reds fending off interest from European giants Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, however, Wirtz's arrival, while celebrated, appears to have disrupted the team's balance. Former Liverpool midfielder Joe Cole suggested that Slot's attempt to build a system around the young midfielder may have unsettled the chemistry that defined last season's title-winning campaign. Liverpool look like they've lost their rhythm, Cole remarked. It's not about individual quality, it's about cohesion, and that's what's missing. Van Dijk. We fell short. It's a tough one to take, Captain Virgil. Van Dijk did not hide his disappointment after the match, admitting that Liverpool's performance lacked the intensity and organization needed to beat a well-drilled Brentford side. We knew their strengths and how they'd try to play, he said. It's a tough night, but that's football. We need to look at ourselves and react the right way. Liverpool entered the match desperate to end their losing streak after defeats to Crystal Palace, Chelsea, and Manchester United, but the result only deepened their crisis. For a side that lifted the Premier League trophy just months ago, this downward spiral has come as a shock. The mood turns gloomy. The post-match atmosphere at the G-Tech Community Stadium was surreal. The floodlights flashed in a colorful display that felt more like a festival than a football match. Songs like Celebration by Kool and the Gang and Proud by Heather Small blasted through the speakers, an ironic playlist given Liverpool's situation. Only a few months ago, Arne Slot had been hailed as the architect of Liverpool's modern renaissance, guiding the club to the Premier League title and restoring belief among supporters. Now, those same fans are watching a team that seems to have lost its identity. There were few positives to take home apart from Salah's late strike. The performance was disjointed, lethargic, and alarmingly fragile. Echoes of Manchester City's collapse. There is a sense of déjà vu around Liverpool's current slump. The Reds' decline mirrors Manchester City's unexpected struggles. Last year, when Pep Guardiola's side, fresh off multiple title wins, suddenly found themselves battling inconsistency and fatigue, City's collapse began in similar fashion. A strong start, followed by a string of uncharacteristic defeats, injuries to key players, and a sudden loss of intensity. Even world-class stars like Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, and Bernardo Silva saw their form nosedive. It took Guardiola months to find solutions and steady the ship. Liverpool's situation bears unsettling similarities. After a massive £446 million summer outlay that saw the arrivals of Wirtz, Alexander Isak, and Milos Kerkez, expectations were sky-high. The new faces were meant to reinforce a champion squad instead. They've highlighted the fragility of its foundations, the problems beneath. The surface Liverpool's issues go beyond tactics. The high-pressing identity that once defined them seems to have faded. The midfield, once a zone of relentless energy and precision, now looks disjointed and overrun. The front line, despite Salah's brilliance, appears isolated, while the defense, previously a wall under Van Dijk, looks alarmingly